Everyone thought she didn't belong there. Until the pilot said her name, and the entire plane fell silent. Maya Brooks sat quietly in seat 4A of the business class cabin, her hands folded over a worn leather bag. Her clothes were simple, neat, but not expensive. A faded scarf wrapped around her neck, and her sneakers looked out of place among polished shoes and designer heels. She had been up since 4 a.m., catching a last-minute flight from Dallas to New York for something she hadn't done in years, a job interview. She'd once been one of the brightest engineers at Aerostar Technologies, until life happened, her mother's illness, bills stacking up, and the company downsizing. She never complained. She just worked harder. That morning, she'd been upgraded to business class by a kind gate agent who recognized her name but said nothing. Maya didn't think much of it. She was just grateful for a seat. But as passengers boarded, whispers began. A woman in pearls eyed Maya's sneakers. A man in a tailored suit frowned at her old bag. Then came the flight attendant, sharp uniform, practiced smile, the kind that hides judgment behind courtesy. "Ma'am," the attendant said quietly, "this section is for business class travelers only." "I know," Maya replied softly. "This is my seat." The attendant's smile thinned. "May I see your ticket?" Maya handed it over. The attendant's eyes scanned the boarding pass, then darted back to Maya with disbelief. There must be a mistake," she said, forcing a laugh. "You must have been upgraded by accident." Before Maya could respond, the man in the suit chimed in. "I mean, come on. We're all paying customers here." Laughter rippled across the aisle. The attendant nodded. "Ma'am, please follow me. We'll sort this out in economy." Heads turned. Phones lifted. And for a moment, Maya just sat there, cheeks burning, heart pounding. "I'd prefer to stay here," she said quietly. "If that's all right." The attendant stiffened. "Ma'am, I'll have to call the captain if you don't comply." "Then do that," Maya whispered, voice trembling but steady. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't argue. She just waited. Minutes later, the door to the cockpit opened. A tall man in a pilot's uniform stepped out, his face serious, eyes scanning the cabin. "Who's causing the issue?" he asked. The flight attendant pointed. "That passenger, sir. She's sitting in business class by mistake." The pilot turned. His gaze landed on Maya. And for a moment, just one breathless second, he froze. He walked slowly down the aisle. The air seemed to thicken around him. When he reached Maya's seat, he stopped, then spoke softly but clearly. "She's not here by mistake," he said. "She's the reason any of us are flying safely today." Gasps rippled across the cabin. The attendant blinked. I don't understand." The pilot nodded toward Maya. "This is Dr. Maya Brooks, the aerospace engineer who designed the safety stabilization system used in this aircraft model. Without her, half our fleet would still be grounded." Silence fell like a curtain. The man in the suit lowered his eyes. The woman in pearls turned away. Maya looked down, embarrassed, as the pilot extended his hand. "Dr. Brooks," he said, his voice warm now. "It's an honor to have you aboard. Welcome home." The flight attendant's cheeks flushed. "Ma'am. I'm so sorry. I didn't." Maya smiled gently. "It's all right. You couldn't have known." But the cameras had already come out. Passengers whispered, recording, posting. By the time they landed, the clip had millions of views. "Flight attendant tries to remove woman from business class, then pilot reveals who she really is." Aerostar called the next morning. The CEO wanted her back. This time, not as an employee, but as director of innovation. Maya never gloated. She never mentioned what happened again. But every time she boarded a plane after that, the crew would greet her with quiet respect. Because she taught them something that day, something the world often forgets. Never judge a person by their seat, their shoes, or their silence. Because sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest legacies. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.